Best for you, these yahoos don't get any drunker. Got a hot water bottle? Roll my neck low. Touch chin to chest. Can't get loose. Where do you think you are, Caesar's Palace? When you're set, it's down the hall and up a flight of stairs. I was born Eddie Brown, Jr. on July 19th, 1966, in San Benito, a hardscrabble town 10 miles north of the Tex-Mex border. Somewhere between nowhere and adios, my mother said of her adopted hometown. My father, a border patrol agent, worked the international fence line running from McAllen to Brownsville and up around the Horn to the Padre Island chain off the coast. On a clear July day, you'd see illegals sunning their lean bodies on the projecting headlands, soaking up heat like seals before embarking on a twilight crossing to the shores of Laguna Madre. He met his wife-to-be on a cool September evening when her raft, uneven lengths of peachwood lashed together with twine, a plastic milk jug skirt, butted the prow of his patrolling John boat.
It was cold, wind blowing off the Gulf, my mother once told me. Mio Dios, the rafts seem okay when I go, but then the twine is breaking and those jugs fill with water. Those waters swimming with tiger sharks plump as hens, so many entranjeros boricos to gobble up. I'm thinking I'm seeing these shapes. Her index finger described the sickle of a shark's fin. I'm thinking why I leave Ciudad Miguel. Was that so terrible? But I wanted the land of opportunity. An ironic gesture, shoulders shrugged, eyes rolled heavenwards. I almost made it, Ed, yeah? My father's eyes rose over a copy of the Daily Sentinel. A few more hours and you'd have washed up somewhere, my dear.
The details of that boat ride were never revealed, so I'll never know whether love blossomed or a sober deal was struck. I can picture my mother wrapped in an emergency blanket, sitting beside my father as he worked the hand throttle of an old Evinrude, the glow of a harvest moon touching the soft curve of her cheek. Maybe something stirred. But I can also picture a hushed negotiation as they lay anchored at the government dock, maiden's hair slapping the pilings and jaundiced light spilling between the bars of the holding cell beyond. She was a classic Latin beauty, raven hair and polished umber skin, a birthmark on her left cheek resembling a bird in distant flight. Many border guards took Mexican wives. The paperwork wasn't difficult to push through. My sister was born that year. 3 years later, me. I finish wrapping my hands and stand, bobbing on the tips of my toes, tug the sweatshirt hood up, cinch the drawstring, half circle to the left, feint low, and fire a right cross, arm cocked at a 90-degree L to generate maximum force. Torque the hips, still bobbing slightly, 3 stiff jabs, turning the elbow out at the end. A lot of people don't like a jabby fighter, a pity patter, but a smart boxer knows everything flows off the jab, keeps your opponent at a distance and muffles his offense. Plus, you're always in a position to counterpunch, and hey, if the guy's glass-jawed or thin-skulled, a jab might just knock him onto Queer Street. My father once took me on his evening rounds. August, so hot even the adders and geckos sought shade. We drove across the dry wash in his patrol Bronco, past clumps of sun-browned chickweed and pokeberry bushes so withered their fruit rattled like hollow plastic beads. He stopped to show me the vents cut through the border fence, chain-link pried back in silvery flaps. Tin snip stashed in a plastic bag tied to an ankle. Swim across the Rio Grande, creep up the bank and cut through. A defeated shrug. Easy as pie. The sky was darkening by the time we reached the dock. Walking down the berm to the shoreline, we passed a patch of agaves so sickly even the moonshiners couldn't be bothered. Our boots stirred up clouds of rust-hued dust. Stars hovered at the eastern horizon, casting slivers of metallic light on the water. My father cycled the motor, pulling into the bay. Suspended between day and night, the sky was a tight-sheened purple, shiny as eggplant skin. The oily stink of exhaust mingled with the scent of creosote and Cherokee rose. To one side, the fawn-colored foothills of West Texas rolled in knuckled swells beneath a bank of violet-edged clouds. To the other, the Sierra Madres were a finned ridge.